Hey, y'all, hey, it's your girl Jen with Totally Zen. And today we're going to go over storage kit options and how to kit up. I have several different storage kits that I'm going to go over today. And I also have several different ways to actually kit up. So if you are somebody that does it by the stickers from like Diamond Art Club, when they send those to you, they provide stickers. Some of them do not provide stickers and they just give you the numbers. But we'll go over that in this video today. So I hope you stick in and watch it. And real quick, for those of you that are new here, welcome, welcome. And those of you that are returning, welcome back. Glad to see you. I do hope that if you are new, that you enjoy this. Feel free to like, comment, and share. All of those are greatly appreciated. And of course, if you are new, feel free to subscribe so you see more. So let's get into it. Let's go over my first choice. Is basically the Elizabeth Ward kit. Now, this one is the knockoff one. Don't hate me now, but it is a lot cheaper, so I did go ahead and get this one. I believe I got it off of the TikTok shop. I think that's where I got it, but it works phenomenal. And most of the ones that you get with this, so each side has a little hook that clips on really well, and it's super flat. Not that you'll be able to see it on here, but it's really flat, so it's all combined and the storage looks amazing. But you take these off and you pull this out, which the kit that I had was really large, so I still had to put a couple of them in baggies because I didn't have enough of the little containers. Now, since I have been doing this, they've actually created new kits where they have a lot more of these little bitty ones. If you have more diamond paintings that have itty bitty amounts in them. And then there's ones where they have more of the larger ones. And then I believe there's one that's like half small, half medium size. So just look at them on different ones and see which one will fit you most. Personally, I feel like you have more itty bitty size and then like the small and medium size than you actually need for the large ones. You still need some large, but I wish that they would have more of this like medium large size versus these actual big ones. And my kit, you'll see that there's 3 different ones. They are a little weird. I am a person that likes mine numbered 1 through 50, if that's what my numbers are. There's people that color coordinate, so all the purples will be with purples, the pinks will be with pink, green with green. There are some people that take and just put like all of the small containers together and have those in a row. I just personally can organize better if I can see it 1 through 50. My little bags down here were the ones that only had like just a little bit in there. So really even the small container was too big. So that's how I sorted this one. It is one of my favorite containers. I do have another one coming in the mail and I can't wait. And let's move on to my next favorite. So my next favorite, there's 2 different ones, but they're basically essentially the same type of kit. So this one, sorry, it's dirty. My kids are using this one right now. So this one is a zip seal. So the zip goes all the way across and then you unzip it, keeps it nice and secure, which is perfect for the kiddos. Like I said, my kid's using this one, so it's definitely got all the kids stuff in here. So with his, I went ahead and used the washi tape all the way across, and then I wrapped it, and then I put his symbols on here. Now, some of these symbols for him looked and it looks like he ripped one off. I'll have to fix this one. But some of the symbols looked very familiar, or like a 1 and an L or something like that. So I did put lines underneath his. Sorry, it's bothering me that they're not in order the way they're supposed to be. But I did have to put lines at the bottom so my son knew like this was an R or this was a P, so on and so forth. That way he knew which way to look at the symbol. And previously the kit, I was being lazy and I didn't peel off the little numbers underneath of it. So if you look, oh, it's going to peel it all the way off. You can see through it though, kind of. I did just number this one like 1 through 30, and then I was going off of the actual chart on the side and going to like 1 and then looking at that number or that symbol and doing it that way. Very time consuming. Don't agree with that. Also, by using the washi tape and then putting your stickers on, it will eliminate that peel like you see right here, and then having to go through and have to clean all of your lids off again. But whenever you get done with the washi tape like this, you just peel it off and you're good to go. Usually these kits will come with a funnel, a straightener, some extra squishies for your pens, some pens, waxes, all kinds of different goodies too. So that is my mini kit for that one. And then I do have a larger one, which I'm about to kit down and kit up. Let me see if I can reach it. So this one is my cute one. I don't know. Sorry, I'm going to move you a little bit. This one is a cat, and it is actually a really large kit. I got it for my Dreamers Designs kit because I needed larger storage for it. But it's essentially just like the little one, only a lot bigger. And as you see, I was still in the process of kitting down this one. I didn't finish it. I wanted to kind of do this storage overview before I finished kitting it down to kind of show you another way to kit up. This one, I basically used, it started at 1 and went to, I think like there was 70 colors in that one. So I was using the bottom layer too. So this one has an upper and a lower. You could use 2 different kits in this one if they're both smaller, to use, you know, the top for one kit and the bottom for another. But you would definitely need to make sure that you paid attention to which one was which. And you knew which one you were actually working on, because both inserts do actually come out. And I'd hate for you to mix those kits up. But this was my mystery kit, so all of the symbols and everything was black and white, so that's why there's absolutely no color on this one. But I have seen people where they take these and kit up and they only have the number and the symbol, or sometimes they'll do the symbol and the DMC code. So it really depends on how you do it and how you also kit down. I highly recommend, if you're kitting down, to go ahead and just do the symbol and your DMC code, because then when you go to do your numbers, you'll have it. Also, something that I've ran into with this account is when you have the symbols that don't match the number on your chart. I did this with, I think it was 2. I literally seen 2 on the symbol chart and I was working the canvas and I just happened to see 2 over here and it was the first one I seen. So I grabbed it and I put a whole bunch down and then I realized it was the wrong color. So I had to pluck all those off. So keeping that part, which I will probably never do again, I will take it off. But as I was telling you earlier, like when you peel off these, it leaves that residue. You can clean it up, and I'm going to before I kit up the next one. But just keep that in mind, and that's why a lot of people use the washi tape. All right, so we'll get to storage kit for my minis, which these are always usually crystals for your coasters, magnets, any of that stuff. They're always going to be crystals. I think they have some that aren't, like one, black 310. I think that's the number of it. But basically, it's just going to be by itself. But these kits, this one and this one, I have purchased from Walmart. They are just in the jewelry section of storage containers. They have worked pretty well for me for this. I absolutely love that they screw on and off. This one wasn't a big kit, so it worked perfect for what I needed. This one was a pretty big kit, so I did have to make sure I had several different ones. These are the same thing. They do unscrew. Now, the only complaint that I have about this one is, like, my kids helped me with this one, is if you're unscrewing the top of one of them, you could very easily unscrew the next one and then spill those crystals out. So you just want to make sure that you are putting them, or like not unscrewing the bottom ones as you're going. But it worked phenomenal for us. I wish that they were more like all of these little size ones, because as you see, I mean, you don't get that many in there. I did kit these up with just the letter that goes to the diamond itself, because crystals, they don't give you the actual DMC code when you get your crystals. So honestly, all you need is the symbol for it anyway. So that kit up process is pretty simple. This kit, I actually did not care much for because it was already broke when I got it. I should have took it back, but I didn't. It is kind of a little flimsy. Would I buy this one again? Probably not. I would buy more like this. And you can get these rolls individually as well. And I have kitted up with just these without the actual storage container too. But having this is really nice because they all stay together. If you follow me already, you'll see that I've used this one. It is not for a dream or a diamond art club, but it's basically just how I stored my kit for my coasters. And basically with these, all I did was kit up in little baggies, and I used the symbols on the bags because these are crystals. They don't have a DMC code. If I were to, you know, kit up in bags and they did have DMC codes, I would put those on the bags as I kit them. Just because I do like to save my leftover drills for my more expensive canvases, because if you miss those, I'm impatient. So I'll just say that. I'm very impatient. I don't want to deal with customer service, and I don't want to wait for that kit to come to me. I don't want to wait for the shipping and all of that stuff to come through. It's just, I'm too impatient. So I do save my leftovers because I have ran into kits in the past where they have completely missed a number, and then I ended up having to use a different one or reorder, right? So we'll throw that out of our way. It is one of my just on-the-go kits, so I can kit it and go. We'll get to this one. This is my least favorite kit for storages. This one was the very first one that I ever purchased, and I had no idea what I was doing. So what I did was took a Sharpie and I wrote on here, which as you can see, most of it has already came off. I do not like these containers because they break really, really easily. You can see here, like the corner is chipped. I don't know if you can actually see it, but the corner is chipped. And this one's not even a bad off one. This one is actually pretty decent. They're just really, really cheap. So I don't care much for this kit. The plastic is way too thin, and they're just too fragile for me. Mainly because, like you guys will always hear, my kids are usually working with me. I don't see any right now. I must have already taken out all the ones that are broken. My kids usually work with me, and so when they're opening and closing these things, if it's not a good sturdy kit, it's going to break. It's just what's going to happen because they're kids and they get excited and they work too quickly and they don't pay attention to what they're doing, and it's okay. So this is my least favorite. Like, I just don't care much for that one at all. And we'll get into two brand new ones that I just got this weekend. I have heard people use or talk about these in different groups or on their YouTube channels or any of that stuff. They have talked about this one specifically the most, but I've seen people use this one as well. These are super stinking cute. Or not cute, sorry. These are super stinking cheap. They're from Harbor Freight, and I think this one was like $4, and then this one was roughly $2 or $3. Can't remember exactly how much either one of them were, but I walked out of the store with less than $10 spent, right? And that's pretty cheap for a kit. So this one right here that you see, I'm going to be kitting up my son's other one in. Well, one of my sons. I've got two different ones with two different kits going. So he's going to get this one, and it has 25 slots to it. However, his actually has 26 colors. So he will have a baggie over here with colors in it. But these are pretty easy to use. They have an open wide mouth, which I love using with the kids because when they go to pour their drill in there, like, it's easier for them to pour in versus like these Tic Tac ones. These were so difficult for the kids to pour their leftover drills back in. So I love having the open mouth for them. And then the fact that it actually secures pretty decently is wonderful too. Now this one is going to my 10-year-old, so he's a little bit more easy on things. So the only thing I would worry about with these is this little lap clasp right here. It may break eventually, but you know, with it being like $4, it's not going to be that bad to replace versus the Elizabeth Ward one that's really expensive and it's harder to replace, right? And then it does lock, as you see right here. These do smash down and they lock. I'm not going to open this one up because it's got a lot of plastic wrap around it. I should have had that open beforehand. But with this one, it does have two clasps on here. And then the end sides are just straight open. So you will open up the top and that's what you'll work out of. So what I plan on this one is like these kits where I can literally just open and there's not as many drills to deal with for my mini kits. It'll make it easier, and it'll probably be my Christmas ones because I don't have a storage kit open for those yet. And that's what I'll end up using this one for probably. But, and then on the tops is, I will probably put on the inside and the outside what color or symbol that it's supposed to be. This one only had 18 pieces or 18 sections, so it will have to be for a smaller canvas type situation. But usually the you don't have that many colors for the crystal kits, your minis. So I'll probably be using that for that, but I still haven't decided. I may use the bottom of my cat storage bin for those. I don't know, because I've got to kit up this kit that's below here. You'll see that, and there's only 26 colors of this one, so it's not too big, but we will see. So as always, stay amazing. You are amazing. Believe in yourself, and like, subscribe. It was good talking with you today, and I hope you come back for more. Bye.